bro say won so abra wakọ adwuma ba na wakọ school aba wabetire fie no wahome no na ye di oman no mu nsem so eden abusuafo medin di kwaku obodiatu berima agema Koba na obetimi afreme yasan e di extra time politics ababio e wo GN radio so e ho na ehwe news ensem foforo aba empo yatwamu ene eye politics amayosem e wo fi oman Ghana mu ene abibima nyina mu krodo ye wo mu so emu nsensem in fact ewiase afa na nyina mu nsem e de bebro say won so abra wakọ adwuma ba na wakọ school aba wabetire fie no wahome no na ye di oman mu nsem so eden toa na won so wahu de ekọ adwode biara ewo na wotwe biara mu no efi no wotwe ekopim nondu Koba na bedwafo betena se ye pensem mu ye di breaking news ene keka hu nyina so ebe brown enti frewadofo abusuafo wona na wotie certain politics previously na no won sam break na ya ba ye di papa aba extra time politics ena asuguso awotie
enti unsutie extra time politics GN radio na utie ye London UK every Monday 8 o'clock PM listen to Koba kwaku obediatu berima agema that's a kasa sabre ya no biareche GN radio number 1.
Assassini, airport in my Mojana, Nanum Shegu, Nadi to my Edumen, it was so, say a bay, a piatwaso, Nindian twasum, go to Crania, Pessamin coming out, Eddie, Bremo, the Mamaya, Sassy, hold or what to say. Oh, my no, oh, my no. Yes, and I say, oh, my full private jet, oh, my no. Yes, and I say, oh, my full private jet.
Yeah, we go. Okay, this is my motherland, Lady Ghana tiny. Anything I go talk, we make a time. Bo, Boniya, hey, Boni Dan F.A. Many me feel the hikati, many won't pay. Malaba, he can't find the Baja in Cabo. When you look on India, me Cabo. I promise you on my own, I'm both tired and Shona. Ling off a Mina Sana, Libukuna, no Shona.
Yawaena, Jumanchia Fico May, Cohen Kabila Capito, Zaida Kai, Banda Bumbanchi, Mudena Zwalumchi, Ubangijing Allah Wayma, Jumanchia Fico May, Anna Muhammad Wayma, Jumanchia Fico May, I am Wayma, Jumanchia Fico May, Jumanchia Fico May.
See, this is not a peace song, it's a love song. Yeah. Peace and Ghana getting married, keep the love strong. See, a peace we cannot risk. War at home is like cardiac arrest, cause home is where the heart is. Let the trumpet sound victory. The battle that we won is a battle for a peace. We promise on an honor that we'll never fight again, cause Ghana is the happy place, the joy we should defend.
Get up, what's up, motherland? I don't feel like Obidi and Afia. I'm in love with you now. Tamajiba Majihada Mabiata was a young will a dodgy love for from Dakachale. How? From the big six, you still to fix things. Mawa Hamakafu was she can't reach this. If you don't make it be,
But if I fight, we they need one apiece. Yeah, income boom. Hey, is it with you? Huh? It be we to protect the nation. Mother God and anyone I save it. Oh yeah.
About the peace, hey, about our summer day, about the peace, hey, I want to know. Now, summer day, walk, hey, from a wabo, what has some chorn one since the men by you, so killing you, if you are, which as if you won't pay for, I'm also who are when you be a cocoto, a lady be okay, palace, a lady more care, ballet, a lepizuko care, ballet. I'm out with you all in him. It's all about a peace. Hey, Baloba.
Sinedum, stores ya to doom, police say you fum, area say sum, Papa ye papa, the penny in a high, Mwashakuma muma, Memina Danima, Papa, would don't know what you see room, Musimudania too, same photo gem, or BBC.
Ghana, it's no more.
Papa picture free me, Dayum Namitium, no war.
So that the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons and daughters of God. Hey, we pray for love, we pray for peace, we pray for unity always. To make our nation better. Oh, to make our nation better. Bring peace to our land. Nation better. Peace to our land. Nation better. You know we're gonna do it again, right?
This is Extra Time Politics with Koba.
In Ireland, the taste of the butter is different because it's from good quality grass, which gives us this yellow butter.
Extra Time Politics and our Sugusu ATA. Extra Time Politics near Koba and Nabija Partners. don't want to say, GN Radio, so Jumadi extra time politics. Midi Kwaku or body to very much. I was off one I walk see I had none do breast. I bought 823 per about 24. Now, say the Jumadi and 10 o'clock every pound. Number 7 would do what you never said them can't born you know. And then maybe a while, ye san ye know. Now, and then maybe call so radio so, now it's ye. And ye move people ha Ghana de akoma so na sa wona wo ye kra na wo de to cha ya nti ase and I want you out TV na wonya ho abotre se wo beti ase se e your mind and then na pese ye e your mind and then na pese koso na tumpon na timi fa to pafra na ye de ye ho e free e ka na nim gu ase mu obi anim se ka nye obi anim say o trans o ti fie na o pese o ye o budget for the month na o wonder so ko bobo sen o DJ Big Joe ho dia na me sorry be DJ Big Joe no odinde ko we fence barbecue fence spare ribs I was make cow say you dey no ye streaming live on YouTube and e wo tuning so yes wo e GN Radio Facebook live yes so e wo e modernghana.com I'll call diaspora and answer foreign radios now obenya ye wo ho afen so obenya ye wo www.mygnradiouk.com me ka say dwumadie a ye de brawi eye enyumanyuma ahodo enyumaku ahodo ade amayas ade eso yasene nta wonso no wo bibia pese oye bondu dawura fabra se de be betimi di dwumadie abro biara de biara the Jumadi be broma, a bedroom baby, and ye Ghana politics in Kwa, ye African, and if I will, the obeti ya boy bia, so would you maybe have a bone de Romao, so your program with a Bessia, ye announcement, mount, so would you open up budget slot now this sell wide ye, so oh babies, and you might be up to your piano, you DJs a hodoha, you MC hodoha, be up to be a bois, Fabra, I have a bois, Opesa will sponsor extra time politics. And the program will show you subinano for Omwa and O so to Boabra. Now you find more Emajumadi in radio in Koso. Unique financial protection at itghana.com. Dom Shito Delight base and BWF system. Now faces no Timber Garden restaurants restaurants and I won't say I seen it. Say young fat side you met the bro. Your car was said Ute and free a year Vox Studios, Vox Soha. I was out for maybe I would say if you be I'm watching ha Emma day. But tell the Tibiano, we are Sanakoda. And Babodia nya reporter no Ghana Andy and then abrewa ayip makwamu Andy ne bekasa obi asem was say bidi say benya no ano say asem foforo ba ye try and say benya de aba ahoma no so na afa ye de ne edidu su nyina den aba ye de enema id ho nyina say meka say last week say you be follow the culture of this program said ye beye na said ye beye na afi efenzen ye nyini biara what I say because this should serve as a proper and informative channel ma ubia so te ye koso and some and what is efenzen MPP for launch our manifesto. Jumadi ene Kofi amponsa antumi amba ba Kofi ekanya ho afen so no Joe ene yen bekasa Joe ebeba homa no so ba menya Andy o homa no so mam ko Andy ho na me musa no no fa de ekoso o ma Ghana mum ran za be aka be ye nansa boso miensa pe na eye election si abasu yi Andy mo ajoba eye Bra. Be o jano de na
say my point is that what you said yeah, wait, yeah. Now that's something.
Yeah, part. Yeah, something. Bra, bon, Tomoye. Nano, ya to say, Yamoajo. Say, when ya bre, amayene. Ya didn't say MPP for alcohol launch or manifesto. Tie na maye hunu efe say de kankan manifesto yi ho. Ya nte say end this for so do mo so de nam kwan so. Unia, wa homa no so boy nkomo. Why? Hello? And the Utianka. Yeah, some more. Andy, a homano, a bill namno, and Koye. Andy, oba man so man tonka. Tell. Say by a binyambre. But you know, why? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, what you tonka? Andy Utiminka. Kasani etio. I was out for Andy Bar. Ebe sign and Nakasana Sabre, the Akoye and them say Akoye Boachibidi. Ye air cost or Magana Mu, Makumako, and I made a beba. Na ebe try Andy Biono, so bet me on my dear cost so I will a man Gana Mu. Near so at the home. I know some Abede, Abeto, or I say, Adebaqua. Sabre him kasi pa ye. Eye bebia covered ejina eye efe ne say wo o man Ghana mu ene eye krodua mu ene wiase nyina eno ehiam papa che say etwa say me de ho anodi semana say ho kai krato e de ebre wo covered ne ye hwe ne ye a abusan say Ghana mamu no ye cases na kodu eye 43,622 ama eye efe say 43,000 no 622 no cases say o mo ano odin pa ya jatum say ya confirm say me active infected COVID-19 patients 1,664 and then 117 cases na beka ho anipa 41,695 na recover unfortunately 263 and na ahwe won kra and nti no say uhuni sa na say the da abanya no so e wo maga na mu sa mabenipa 623 and na estati 2 e didi ndi mu sa kodu pepenso ne ba bia akodu yi sabre say o ma ewiase nyina no akodu 23,459,286 cases and abato wiase nyina abamu and eye enipa 809,403 and everyone cry ewo enkro ahodo ene mantama ahodo be 188 mu amma sabre covered no wiase nyina be bi ejina no nti no yen channel so na yen keep you updated now for yen hwe say nose mask no say yen tie say ku Jamaica Usain Bolt enya COVID-19 say odini birthday na one kata na no one share nose mask and nti no momo dia na nose mask no ma mo avoid it momo dia na one share Usain Bolt if you are seeing record holder 100 meters any 200 meters he says sabre no ono so nya COVID-19 hopefully you bon price mbeboa na search legends no on better say na ma yeni ma no ne yenu anom ne abusuafo no so be den omo so be hunya tineka se yeni ho a enti no me ma cho omo de na mo nhye ne so se de be ya on fa cover the end ya grow na yare no e wa around that abusafo and Joe baba homa no so Joe what me nka o number no old number na eye 185 no and na mesro be fresh so Joe me mwadwo Joe nkroma e wo leads obe join e wo panel no so abusafo and asam me busa ne say when enkosi da ben na eye Ghana man amayokuo ahodo a me nka tu pe atin say yakatu na ma afede aginsem enye tu amayokuo ahodo na wo Ghana edoso ankasa enti ye pese ebusa say enkosi da ben na fene say amayokuo ahodo Ghana beje tum say enye obi party advantage enye obi party advantage enti ana nipa no anase ekuo no enipa ko san line awia keten mu awia kataban mu emam ko to aba me pese me busa amayokuo no ahodo na say me ka che mo say it's not because their parties. There are various parties. That was the reason people went out to vote and elected a leader. Being it a president, an MP, MCE or DC, whoever. But me say, your money puntu no money kosonti. And na eba say, or da sani ko to aba, and man nipa bi se o medi enkan. All right? And now no. Adenti enna se Akufo-Addo aye bibi Sami Jamfi benya hoode begina ka se eye ghost projects adedna mahama be bibi a moment of silence na adedna ba beka bibi na obi betimi ni na pre Mahama baya ade ne ka se wanye say it has become the norm of this MPP NDC led leadership in Ghana. But enemy person me say ya bushafo ya ma ya nuanom am Ghana. It's about time we take our own lives into our hands. It's about time we take our own lives into our hands in the country that we're living in. Say Ghana no. And it's saying, say MPP car someone NDC didn't have. NDC car someone MPP didn't have. Member MPP so probably because at the moment, they are the leading party in Ghana. And I say, the incumbent, the ruling party in Ghana. The Mekasa America. Se Brady Bamwa, Mabo Tepubi. Omompani Mahama. Ekase. When he is elected as president, he will definitely investigate PDS. Obey investigating all the corruptions that has gone up under this government. In fact, you know how who say, and never be brakoso about way say more. You set up a year, friend say, a year you set up power is on him, but anything biana was found to be having nothing done wrong. So what I say, okay. And I'm Mahama, that Mahama say on the A2 Frankam NDC say oba about your name be bremu. But the person make say wuni mafutua no what to one kasa hofo. What do I say? They be a me kasa already used to say MPP NDC, right? It's unfortunate. Said the majority of Ghanaians, belongs to these two parties. Okay? Just say, either to go one or the other. But that is where I'm trying to get through to our people. So we should broaden our spectrum. I will say, ye be adwinimu. I will say, ye be adwinimu. Because these people are taking the country for granted. They are taking our minds in ransom. We have to come against this kind of approach. Why am I saying this? Yenimiye pa says anko MB beko NDC. Yenimiye pa say anko NDC a beko MPP. Say anko MPP a beko NDC. Okay? And about 27 promises made in 2016 were not fulfilled. But Dr. Bangomebe said over 8,700 promises has been achieved. So, have we got time? Have we really had time to investigate what they did to us? The promises? I'm telling you, we are still borrowing. I'm telling you, I'm reminding you, yet it's also no a comedy. Oh, they say, Mahama, Yebusan said, are you corrupt? None of them forms. Let me channel. And this I won't know, Yabusao on the worst stage. Say we are corrupt. Now, yes or no. Now, my instances, now you have no moral right. Say them keep telling MPP for no. NDC or Mahama has no moral right to investigate a MPP. But meanwhile, MPP led by Nana Kufuado as a renowned lawyer. Embra, a crano, Yamakans or Rimra, Pumra, Emra, but Emra no nya Juma Baku in my eyes. You get me? Yeah, Koba Tumu. A debate in a Toba. A trust the youth of Ghana. Ewu. Adentia. Oh, Babatinaho, no Quabranedi, Ska. Amu a shobotum. And I say much boxing at the amount. No more 20, 50, 40, 100 now acquire. After 4 years, then you see you again. Is it about Ghana or both parties? I'm saying this because you're about to. I'm tired of people calling me and telling me, say, wait. They will ever be a one. But me, I will say my mind. And your mind is a better catch your beat, the one yet. But the youth, now we have control over it. We will talk to them. We have to engage with the youth. We have to engage. Ghana, over thousands of people of the youth are not working. And the only part of I'll be 50 pay. Na sumajono. I don't think that that's what you want. Say the Ghana at to America home. Abra mimi say enu no nowhere. Yeah, the Ghana at to a UK home. Abra mimi say the UK 4 year no cry more. Meanwhile, the democracy now more try so mu kromu na. It take you almost over 100 of years to even not perfect, you know. So begu yan so say en fa nye ye ni ye fa mo en bra. Obra ye nim say en boy. Na ye kura so ye say nye ni ye. Abuja asem this election will be a lot more. Me pa chaw ye pese yen so etia no. Ye timinya kwan ya kwanya. Ne ani mo panifo ni bi kasa. Ebusa mo questions. So pese mo ye busa questions e mo odu because ye nyan kola bi o. Questions here say bebusa. Okay? Questions here say bebusa. You have a kwaba to mu. It doesn't matter what you've done. What you be fine. But amamu aye ntoaso. Amamu aye ntoaso. Baby Ghana jano yempe. It doesn't matter what anybody has done. Baby Ghana jano yempe. I was said Ghana typical name say baby jane. And that brena it is castle and so here yen. And never be bright up pansam. No much is kadi. Pembusa say. Baby I say we penimuno. I will be pedi. Now would you so no? Baby Ghana jano, are you happy? Are you happy? And say baby oh. I'm calling man so Joe ho na me Joe kasa mesa ko try se menya eye Andy na da ba homan so bi ma Joe me mo ajo.
Yeah, okay, good evening.
Good evening, me ni say.
Yeah, nyamiadum na won so e.
Nyamiadum boko mba cha mo anko abusia mu obiafo nya ho ye.
Yeah, nyamiadum nyamia hwe so pa.
Answer ba ko ma me fan cha kese pa my fence me producer yeah DJ Big Joe after drive time on Sunday cry DJ Big Joe big up to you my bro. Fence ade ba ko umbeche DJ Big Joe am mo dey am ko chip shop am mo dey am to yeah fence on hu sa lamb chops no fence barbecue and na DJ Big Joe pe on we chicken na mo to bi me no fence DJ Bijo ni nyima me na for mo djuma ye pa me cha darling J ono an na hwe djuma yiso na yin so fence ye o hwe djuma yiso se be djuma be ko na nim fa papa from me cha fence G na djuma fo nyina afenso so en cha kese kra pa en koma maame bedu maame good evening Kofi Abosa bia wo bia me nya me cha mo anko Joe.
You better than me for another opportunity and another day. In Tia Kessin Komau and a TFO in me also met here Mebusian for being there for me and all that. Okay, say we only have to be grateful. I always say see political parties, have held on firmly to the democratic practice now, experience. We need to give credit to all of these political parties, whether small or big. Obia contributed their little bit, so that on mine yebenya what we call a free flow of peace and democratic practice. But you see, one thing, in the beginning, say, this radio station is not just about talking. It's about educating the people. And one form of education, I would want us to know and say, in our democratic practice, every government or any political party that is given the chance to lead is leading for a 4-year term. Into every political party that kind of creates out a manifesto, whatever they call it, their ideology, whatever they call it. You crave it out for a 4-year span. Into you are not craving a manifesto for an 8-year span. You are craving it for 4 years because you have a mandate to govern for 4 years. That is a fact we need to establish. And if you make manifesto say, Sebi, ube clear malaria organ in 4 years. Got the organ in now ube covaso in 4 years. That's a win to me and it doesn't say, yeah, hello.
So the Mianko Ghana, I'm saying, Lana Tomnian and the name Sano, the organ and manifesto immediately, the Ghana send the Ghana for so far. Mess about the same patch. I'm in Ghana, Messia. Andy Ochre Ajimai. Good evening. Andy Otiminka.
Good evening.
At the same.
The tone Kabema, the Diaboko. I don't know if you any experience in the radio.
Line into
my madam. I dare change you.
Line into Bonto, and I'm saying, no, so Okakana, who will be a MPP, a manifesto, and then the NDC Fonso de Ba. Ghana said, the fence and Ghana for so as a Ghana for Craden or more. Miniamonco.
Chairman, that's a near chair for Muti and radio. I say, and then you may. Let me say, now watching him, and I say, now watching we and MPP Benin for Ecopium, Cape Coast, so much as say a fee. Jumediation compess and business in peace, I can afford to make us no matter about at the amount. And no more country, Edia Guka Taswa, I'm putting a simple so.
This is extra time politics with Koba.
Na kamera yɛ sɛ nsɛm a ɔmobɔɔ so no wotumi sɛ ɛmu ɛyɛ nika yie san sɛ ɔmotumi bɔbɔɔ nneɛma bi te sɛ ntoaso sukuu a yɛkɔ university na ɔmobɔ mmɔden asɛ ɛyɛ sukuu ni biara anaa deɛ ɔsua adeɛ biara ɔtwerɛ ne biara na wobɛtumi anya scholarship na scholarship no ɛnkɔyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ nurses training allowance no ɛno no deɛ teachers and the nurses training allowance no ɔnom deɛ but obi okɔ university biara no ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn so wɔn nsa tumi ka ɛyɛ America sɛ allowance ni bi hɔ nom ɛno no ɛnkɔba sɛ wokɔfa guarantee bi anaasɛ wokɔfa nneɛma bi aba bɛka ho na mmom deɛ wobɛhia ne sɛ wobɛnya ɛyɛ wo Ghana card deɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni mapa a wokɔ school wɔ Ghana na ɛno no wɔtumi anya saa
ɛyɛ student loan asɛm na wokan mɛsɛ ɛyɛ students loan na asɛm na wokan
akwasa pepepe
ononko
ɛno mu ɛna moto aso ɛkyerɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ Ghana esi ɛkɔ anim na ntaban mu ɛkyerɛ no MPP amanoko no ɛna na dan kwa kufu adom panifo ɛyɛ to wɔn sɛ afie ba besi mu no obetumi ahwɛ no motumi ba abesi ɛyɛ airport ɛne harbor ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Cape Coast hɔ no ma na atumi ama kɔniaba atumi aba na ɛyɛ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kyerɛ mu sɛ wohwɛ sisi na free ɛyɛ nkran ekosi Kumase Tamale ɛna afei Cape Coast no ɛbɛyɛ rectangle anaasɛ triangle ɛbɛtumi aboa ama movement no atumi akɔ so ɛno bi ɛna ɔmo kyerɛ mu sɛ ɛyɛ train ahodoɔ si obɛni suni akwan ahodoɔ ɔmo kaa sɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ no kɛmɛ sɛ ɔmo atumi ayɛ mu dodo na ɛno mu ɛna ɛyɛ ɔmampanyin abɛde akyire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ɛde to twa people sɛ saa mi deɛ bɔhyɛ a ɔmo hyɛ Ghanafoɔ no ɔmo atumi ayɛ mu ɔha mu aduɔtwe ɛnwɔtwe a yɛsia no ɔmo gu so a ɔmo bɔ mpɔnten sɛ ɔmo atumi ayɛ de aka nyinaa ɔmo hyɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa bɔ sɛ sɛ ɔmo tumi ɛsan de aba no ma ɔmo na ɔmo tumi ɛsan bɛgyina mu asɛ MPP akyitafoɔ a Ghanafoɔ nyinaa ɛso ɔmo bo na ɔmo bɛtumi aka sɛ ɔmo bɛtumi ahwɛ ɔmo a nneɛma nyinaa ɛbɛtumi akɔ so ɔmo bɔ nsɛm ahodoɔ bebree ɛde kyerɛ Ghanafoɔ nyinaa sɛ ɔmo tumi boa na ɔmo tumi ɛsan peke ɔmo sɛ ɔmo mmɛyɛ ɔmampanyin na sɛ ɔmo bɛhwɛ Ghana so a nneɛma ahodoɔ bebree ɛna ɔmo de agu akwan mu a ɔmo bɛpɛ Ghanafoɔ ama Ghanafoɔ ahu sɛ yɛ nneɛma ɔmo ayɛ no ɛso na ɛnimu ɛna wopie mu ɛwɔ n'adoda nkwa nso nsɛm a ɔde to dwa na ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɛba no sɛ infrastructure paa de a Ghana MPP mpanyinfoɔ ɔmo tumi di mu akotene paa na ɔyɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ ɔmampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama etu nkɔgyina baabi a otumi ka sɛ ɔma yɛyɛ nneɛma bebree no ɔka kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ɔmampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama ntumi nyɛ ɛmu fa bi a sɛ ebi a obi ɛna ato agu n'anum anaasɛ n'asom sɛ ɔma bɛka saa ne deɛ a ɛnneɛ mistake kɛseɛ paa ɛna wayɛ na ɛba ne sɛ MPP amanyɔkuo no yɛmfa infrastructure ɛmfa ngu hɔ no ma ɔmotumi adi mu akɔtene na ɔmo kyerɛ mu bio mu sɛ wohwɛ ɛyɛ overhead a ɔmo ayɛ no wɔ Ghana ha no ma ɔmo ayɛ maako nan saa nan na ɔmo ayɛ no a ɛyɛ NDC-foɔ nso kaa sɛ ɔmo ayɛ baako anaasɛ ɛyɛ circle interchange anaasɛ Dubai interchange no sɛ sika ɔmo de yɛɛ no woka bɔ mu a ɛno ɛna ɔmo atumi de ayɛ maako nan a wotumi sɛ NDC-foɔ ɛba Ghana amadwa no so deɛ dream kata sɛ ɛne prɔyɛ ɛne sikadie deɛ ɔmotumi adi mu asetene paa nti akora ɛfiri naano ɔmo kɔpie mu ɛwɔ Cape Coast no nsɛm a ɛbobɔ firi hɔ nom a yɛde bi ɛde to yɛde tiefoɔ ɔmo tie Giant Radio anim
na Ghanafoɔ nso meyɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo nso ate bi ɔmo nya saa ɔmo tie saa information nso no how are they taking it and also receiving it?
Mpanyinfoɔ ebi saa mmiri abato mi na aso ɛna mpanyinfoɔ nso sɛ obie ne hɔ nom a ɔne nsa benkum ɛkyerɛ ne kum kwan into wona ewo NDC afam no omo chese omampanyi na nado dan kwakufu ade ne panfo de omo abɔ adwuma papa ni asabgetua free mbetenten mi senta ana say free emergency be pim Ghana hanoma afia abɔ adwuma free satema abesi fourth republic de eye amano bie ni honoma atuma begina mu a atuma abɔ adwuma e se de eye MPP fo opie mu so wo NDC fo nso afɛ ya almost sikadi basa ena NPP fo e bai omadi yuma bie ni honoma omotumi ayi na ebe magana abo mo yo nyempo no yama eye mampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama eye na de compare eye NDC fo a eye NDC fo a kyerɛ sɛ omotumi abo adwuma pa ade a kyɛn NDC fo nti wo be pie mu Ghana ha na me de akora afanu no mienye abre but the can say nsuo eto na sete a ya this a everybody ho no akugbo
Mati Edasi obre menja na kwadwo ho me na ya fa aka na nto aso ne abusuafo wo man mu emi aduma ya wada e besa banche bi
akramate abato no so start a amanfo start ye campaign said you see a share yenatiefo ebono nyoma enana ntumento yi but ye say gina ya na mo so say nobody said you be see a ekoso aka eye bosome be miensa ense ne kwasin so for ba this we Ghana for na no we my teaching no aswache
that's it eye efense yenia eye Andy nana Ajman and I'm watching and cano free a year and Kramamu. Yo,
yeah, okay.
What's it? The okay. One see, if I can become one sim.
Yeah, so like I was saying, political party, a manifesto. I mean, for the 4 year now, or person with your minus. In my dreams and I say in my request and my desire, I would want to say, Sankawunya 4 years, why a manifesto? If you are unable to finish it, Nasa will be patch or say, another 4 years. It's better you go on with that first one now. But I quite to say, Sisiano, Bibia Bubrija. Acquire populist approach in Kwan. Because you look, I know say NDC for are talking about Cape Coast Airport and Haboya MPP forking. But MPP Professor Mills in 2008, okay, so there airport and Habo Cape Coast or Central Region to be precise. You understand? It's so today if Nanado is saying it and they have something wrong with it, and I said they see say and it's feasible. Did they kind of question their integrity when Professor Moss said that in that time? And I said all of a sudden, after na sebi, omo hu nyansa say and hu nyansa be harbor ne airport or anything, Cape Coast. And then also you come to the MPP itself. Nanado no also kind. Also having an airport in Cape Coast, you know, is business on business wise, you know, it's not something advisable. It's not something good for us to engage. See what has happened. Oh, so then when you look at all these things, when you look at all these situations, you then come to a conclusion and say, look, these people only put populist agendas on paper, present it, we all make noise, and then at the end of the day, because see, the main focus are MPP at the back power, and I think say it will take about 3 or 4 pages of their 2016 manifesto. What's corruption? And then corruption, no. If you flag House open a P about a Cantamantu say
confirm
the most expensive seat in the world. Why they can't? CNN reported it.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. But I don't know because I know corruption by That's what they're charging. But why should they charge? That's a question we should ask.
The president or Jesus Christ. you see, these are some of the things that you can now. We need to be realistic. We need to be real. Sanya, we know what time for you. Some know what time for some. Who didn't can get no. Sana with the country because. And yes, sabi ni nana as no other greatest is gold. Ni nana way. And then as we know, if you want to fight corruption, you know say nyamena mekan. You know Australian visa scandal. Nyamena mekan. It was from the Australian people.
Yeah.
What did we see or what did we hear about it? And then you come and tell me say means someone another 4 years to come and implement another manifesto. I know so in this year corruption the limo. I don't think there is corruption in this manifesto because we've kind of conquered that canker. You know, it's our corruption there.
And also crowds now as assembly.
Last week or so, the Africa Watch. If you read the Africa Watch edition of last week's Africa Watch, open. You will cry as a Ghanaian.
Sad.
You understand? It's so sad. And for me, I feel say 2016, MPP brought. And then it's not. If I say MPP, they are in power. Me, like I've always said, you say the idea no, and you want to take it from him, and yet you only be the make or there. Then there's some baby. And the power. The one that has the opportunity and the mandate to change the fortune of Ghana is what I am concerned about. And yet, we have to deal with the MPP. And the MPP came in the 2016 free SHS. Perfect. For me, in as much as I didn't agree with implementing free SHS, at that point, it has come. We need to accept it. It has got its flaws. Let us accept it, work on it, and make it better, just as we want as Ghanaians. But if you look at 2016 manifesto, I don't think even 10% of that manifesto was fulfilled. And they are infrastructure debate near the idea Kenya Rotary Club project in Baumia. You see, it makes you think. Now your vice president on your research and so or this is why I'm a senior minister for press conferences. And then all sort of things, and you see, they are not even working on the manifesto. We say the previous, and it was in your manifesto, the previous administration had more ministers. You would reduce it. Today, it is more. Do you know, sir, ministers, it is more than air drones at Ghana for hospitals. Do you know that? Koba, do you know that?
What's that?
The ministers we have now, it's more than air drones now for Ghana.
And they all want to defend it.
You see,
but you and I know the ministers in this government are more than expected, to be honest.
Yeah, so the manifesto now is your launch, there are critical questions that ought to be asked. For me, I am more concerned about
my uncle me Bielane Prakope, yeah? But my uncle on the issue of the airport in Central Region, yeah? Okay. I was on forward to na so person contribute to ya. Yeah, the media men they ma picking yeah. How about any airport, especially airport na me issue on. Students don't know. I think that it's a good idea by more another issue on until I put a question mark on it. It's important, but I want to ask a lot of questions on it. Yeah, for airport. Yeah, what? Your friend is saying. Kotuka International Airport, which is not far from Central Region, right? A day economical benefit. And now, a country like Ghana. In fact, when Musa said, with the airport in Central Region, no, international or local. What do I say?
Yeah.
Because I'm on one. what kind of economic benefit? And a more man. We have Kotuka International Airport. And Kumasi is also kind of on the verge of becoming an international airport, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, these two airports, these two major cities in Ghana have got two major airports. And no one some Ukrainian can hear you. Because under Muhammad, we know, say, the amount of money spent on that airport, wasn't value for money. You can't deal with that. But at least you were well staged airport in Ghana. And na Kumasi so you no crown you come mortgage sa Kumasi airport You understand? And also say more. Okay. Have you got the money? Your maya, your budget import based on foreign loans. Why are you going to get the money to build the airport? And why say manifesto say any completed? Now be continue you piling up another manifesto. I was for my friend on number 0203 735 8820 and I say 0203 286 0185 0203 735 8820 and I say 0203 286 0185. Frame now I mean no view. Ebia na me talking rubbish. Say the memes will be the terminal fine. But we want to put the country right. I may not be asking right questions. You can,
Koba, you are right. You are asking the right questions. You see, if you recall, I think last week or so, I said, we are not confronted enough when it comes to making decisions in our country. People just employ some people, sit in their one bedroom or whatever at the comfort of their computers and all that, and then put up all sort of things. And you see, these are things just to win political power. They are not things to kind of help develop Ghana. MPP, I'm telling you, Upa this in Jai. All political parties in Ghana say, look, Yame Sasso, go. They cannot construct airports and have, because like you are saying, at what state Mpona Kumasi the Enokrano, what state na Ekoju? You see, so at what state? You see, it looks we only want to just talk about putting up infrastructure without completing it, without making it look this is a state of the art kind of thing. And then we can move into another agenda. But for political expediency, we just want to spew out anything just to win political power. And you rightly asked, where is the money? You are mortgaging your resources now. You are mortgaging it to go for a few $500 million dollars or whatever. What can this $500 million do? And you are talking about building a new airport. I mean, we don't have our priorities right. That has been the problem since day one. And I'm shocked. Up to date, nobody is talking about. Look, let us put our priorities first and do what is of necessity, rather than just propagandists and just making all sort of populist approaches just to win political power. I know it's NDC form for Omodiemai, but it's going to be the same. Right now they are fighting over the little 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom they are putting up. The manifesto, there will be another fight over manifesto. Say the warrior will be manifesto Munsem. You see it, and this is the kind of cheap politics we've been having. And I feel the media also has to scrutinize the things. And I think I kind of commend some media houses in Ghana. They went to see some of these toilets Dr. Baumia was talking about, and Koba, if you have seen some of these toilets that has been commissioned by a government elected 4 years ago, what the loan. Now some of these toilets, Koba, one seater toilet too. Now they who TV so no cry.
This is Extra Time Politics with Koba.
Your friend in Campro, when in Campro.
Can in Pampro.
Aha, to know your school, no, your friend Huitum. Huitum, from above.
And then him.
You see, this is a project commissioned by a government. 21st century project commission, and the government, the minister for press conference, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, is making noise about it. I mean, for how low can we kind of delve ourselves into? How low can we go?
But my assembly, I find saying, Joe, many other nationals didn't come up among African countries near. But they seem to kind of like Ghana, say Ghana, our president is doing well, the country is doing well. And then the young outside.
You see, my brother, the thing is that when someone is commending someone, it means no, something is not good there. But if you take, with the exception of probably Nigeria, what other African country can you compare to Ghana in terms of resources? Nigeria, because of oil,
yeah,
oil and because they have it in abundance in Nigeria is rich. But apart from Nigeria, which other African country can you compare to Ghana? We are in everything. And those people
it's not talking about the amount of resources we've got.
No, but I'm coming to your point. Those people who kind of admire Ghana, yes, we are peaceful. It's number one. We are very peaceful. And you can say it. Everybody will talk about it. Ghanaians are loving people. Ghanaians, but when you go to Ghana, you see Ghanaians are very loving. And then there are other aspects of life. Ghanaians have gone on to excel. When you talk of football, right now, if you talk of entertainment, music, Beyonce, Barack Obama is even liking that music. It is also taking Ghana far. And see, when you are sitting from afar, from say Mali, Gambia, and all those, and you, there's nothing to talk about. You only admire Ghana because we are excelling in so many ways. But the reality is that what we've got and the kind of leaders we've got and the kind of people we've got who are putting Ghana on the map, and the output is the problem. The output are expected from these people, no, is the problem. Because you look, I have a Gambian friend. When Nanado met the French president and he gave it to the French president, my Gambian friend told me, he said, look, I like your president. I like your president, the way he gave it to the French president. But this is a president, his boys are beating judges and lawyers. And I'm a boy. You see, his boys are beating judges. So you go outside there, Nanado. When this freedom fighter died just years about a week or so ago, Nanado tweeted about it. Black Lives Matter, Nanado tweeted about it. When the three girls from Cape Takrade girls, Nanado was watching football in Spain. Did he tweet about it? So this is what I'm saying. They are just making populist things to take them high. Make people know, oh, these people are this. And this is what the other people look at. This is what the Gambian, the Malian, the Nigerian, the Ivorian, the Burkinabe, the Togolese, this is what they look at. But in there, all of us in there, Nanado, you look at someone like Emil Short, under Nanado's government, Emil Short has been reduced to something like a dust on the floor.
Former Shraj.
Commissioner. You bring him to come and interrogate and kind of investigate issues. He issues your friends saying a report. Where is the report? You see, these are the things we are looking at. It's not, you see, it's not about bringing out manifestos, talking about bringing heaven to Ghana and all these things that we are talking about. There has to be something reflecting what you said yesterday. You need to work on it. Make sure, at least I would have been better. I would have felt at peace if, say, Nanado has been able to achieve at least 55% of what he promised in 2016.
And what do you make of, say, Kojo Opon Kroma, Minister for Information, we take our manifesto promises seriously by considering what you are saying, and that's the ideas also platform. Actually, say there are a lot that needs to be done.
Well, I will give you just your friends in two sectors. For me, that's where my interest is. Two sectors. And this is the huge chunk of your friend is saying we are in the manifesto. Everybody is looking at employment,
unemployment.
Yes, and then corruption. And so if you take your manifesto too serious, and I say you don't want to kind of be seen as playing the minds of Ghanaians, you ask yourself, what have you done in employment? And the MPP, you see, a government that is capitalist. And when you are a capitalist, you have a capitalist ideology. You rather improve individuals. That is the ideology of the capitalists, the individual businessmen and all that. They improve under capitalist approach. Today, Dr. Parko Sindum, who has been doing business since the Social Democrats and all that were in power, today, under capitalist government, Dr. Parko Sindum is dead. Not as in dead, as in there, but the business is dead. Today, how many banks, how many individual banks? Anka, I feel, Sanka, you being a capital, you would have injected some money into these private people and help them to stand on their feet. They are dead. Employment, what did you do? Corruption, which was in your manifesto. What have you done?
What about the students' loan thing?
The students' loan. Mm-hmm. You see, as far the promise that was made today, as I speak with you, my friend told me 11 months. Unless he wants to tell me, I have not spoken with him this week. 11 months now, he has not been paid. Now, this student thing that people were making noise when Mahama said, "Look, I would rather lose the election," and all these kind of things. What they said, when these nurses and students, these nurses, teacher trainee people wanted them to be upgraded as same level as university student. So they said, look, instead of us giving you the student allowance, go in for the student loan, right? Because we are upgrading you to the level of the degree and all that. So go in for the student loan. So it was not something like but you wanted an upgrade, so we upgrade you. Now, if you have been upgraded, then you need to go in to the same level of these people now you want to be upgraded to. No? That was the whole thing. Now, when the MPP came, MPP promised to pay the student loan. Today, the question you need to ask yourself, one thing and say, one thing say students, next is an echo demonstration.
So, did
you not hear that?
Of course, I did. Of course.
Yeah. So, which was also not just a manifesto promise, but it was something that Nanado publicly. Today, after Mahama is also talking about paying all this.
There you go.
Monies of your friend is saying people who have invested in. We were told to say those people who invested in Men's Gold, DKD, and all that. Only a greedy, and I'm a boy.
Yeah.
And then some another show bet you. I don't know to say. And let's say the 13th September, August, to say 1st August, Grana, you better start it to Moka. Now, questions ought to be asked. The question is, are the people no longer greedy people? Then number two, is Namwan's business now legitimate? Oh, so for political expediency, yes, you bet you will be a seeker. The Nimpana who committed crime, he is being protected by the state. You see, these are things. So I don't think we are living like a kangaroo kind of a state where we do things anyhow. There is no laid out plan as to how the country ought to be governed and all that. And you can't talk I'm really surprised how the media is silent. Your friend is saying Christian Council and all these people are silent, and nobody seems to give any direction as to why things are like this. And for me, this manifesto kind of
with me side no. For who the father didn't see committee channels are who can be this manifesto cannot continue never finish it. Now family the answer so because I think we have to talk about this and talk about it well.
Going forward, no, I would say governance is a continual thing. And if governance is continuous, like I said, you made your plans for a 4-year term. Now the 4-year is coming to an end. You couldn't finish it. So why then do you go and bring in another 10? Why don't we continue? If we believe governance is continuous, you've come out with a free SHS, brilliant idea. Everybody loves it. Whether the students are this or red, gold, green, whatever, it is a human institution. We need to work on it to get it to the best as we want. But why all of a sudden, when we've not even been able to finalize free SHS, CCR, free university, free PhD, free, I mean, what kind of life is that? And where is the money to do all this? Where is the money to do all this? We need to be serious as a nation. So I think Mahama promised to build 200 secondary schools or whatever, daycare schools. He said he was able to build 49. Why do you bring a manifesto to say another 10? Bring that manifesto out. Let me go and continue. I built 49 out of the 200. I have 151. Let me go and continue. I expect something like that. I expect, and another look, corruption, maybe, I didn't anticipate that this is how it was going to be. Now, corruption, I have failed. Say it to the people, I have failed in fighting corruption. Now, if you give me another mandate, I'm going to now implement this policy, blah, 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 blah. Today, Anas' theory that it was going to be used to fight, Anas now, he's being fought. Anas now, they are fighting him. So how do you even use his policy? Oh, so it's enough of yes, Ghana, we are intelligent, we are brilliant. Yeah, they call Oxford, they call Harvard and all that. We can write. But that is not the way to go. The way to go is to know the needs of the people, go by it, and let us have a way we can see. So look, people are satisfied. Not necessarily 100% satisfaction, but at least if we can satisfy 70% of the people, and even 30 are not okay, then we can talk about moving on to the next stage. But you have not even been able to satisfy 10% of the population, and then you want to jump and jump and jump and jump. So, I can't train any railway lines. The first question is, Dr. Baumia say, by 2017 or 2018, 1st August 2019 or whatever, every Ghanaian will have a bank account. Do we have it? Yes, we have a sky passing trade. Do we have it? You understand? We don't have all these things, and then we come and talk about another harbor, another airport. We shouldn't be taken for granted like that. We shouldn't be taken for granted like that. We need to see people as serious. We need to see the Ghanaian people as people with sense, with vision, and not just see them as a bunch of your friend is saying poodles. We can just maneuver over them and just go. No, I'm not a pessimist. I'm not a pessimist. I don't want to say there is doom every time or every day. But from where I stand and from what I'm seeing and all that, there's a lack of clarity, there's a lack of direction, there's a lack of leadership. Leadership that doesn't inspire nothing. They don't inspire nothing. The only time you hear Nanano coming out is about naysayers and all that. We need a leader that kind of inspire. We need a leader. You see, I'm humbled a bit when I former President Kufuor, in as much as he had flaws and all that, the man was humble. The man showed leadership. Oh, but today we are seeing a government that is constructing toilets and saying it has done something no government in our history has ever done before. Hey, So
Okay.
they better than Kofo.
Mayako ha. Ade am pesa me kan wo students loan no ni. Right? Students loan. Say enipa no wi adwuma, ewi school. Your course school university 3-4 years say Ghana, right?
Yeah.
Na obewie no benya adwuma ya, I have no problem. But successive governments are back on. And you must say sustainable jobs is saying and no make my cassette or more buy no or more creative. It is ghost names or families and cronies and all that.
Yeah.
Now, okay, Mark, I event is saying a student loan for how many years? Obedi school. Now we it got to be paid. It got to be paid somehow. No judgment. Obedience. Now again, no. First and foremost, no. Where is that money gonna come from? Abuja for mu tell me abodin nanaya o minta. So all the way from Pristia, Ghana. Good evening to you. Now also here. Honorable Tabitha Kum.
No, I greet them.
Honorable Tabitha Kum. Na tiwa na good evening. It is saying obeying for suit or so. Also and suffer. Any probably also and chief Franklin Unconaba. I was on for mon famo comments, Imra. Abanit ye. They be a say politics is in every sector. But be a panel. There's a politics there. She I mean what I say, me na me ho tam you when I say me Joe Kwan enya wo. But the crowd say be point ma come Kofi Akoda. What I say, me point ma no and come to me Akofi eren Akoda. But the thing say for the betterment of Ghana, the youth of Ghana, said the Bayer Ghana bet me journey, said the Nanda for Ghana, see it is council to come there. Now one kasa, ye baby say, only friend ni betu wa born, na ojina bibi so, na sa wuno, unum se utis kasu dia, then teen out come there. But the problem is, it is council to come there. I'm borrowing this word from Nana Dunokufado. Oh, Nana Dunokufado buy no said the joke kind and never menu, youth unemployment and corruption. Corruption, a dear pan about your own. Corruption. Nana, ya jitu musa wo dia wo say wo unya corrupt. Unfortunately, on Pandana Mahama, or if you are Kabi. What if you corrupt? Now we say when you're corrupt, but what about the corrupt people with corrupt practices in your government? There are a lot of people are away from Swa and you move. Everything is perfect. But a man and woman, the hard way, say parties be pay, some parties to pay, and I just say, ya hijack a man and a man, and you flow beyond 500 for floor. I was say sorry. Now, say, oh no, Sabi, who go school? Who go school no? Na se fene say uba bewie loans na kan enim how much I ma wo per term. Okay? Enim how much e ma per term. Na se uba bewie no na se fene say ska do betua na ye hu ana se enya na se unya na se unya djuma kwa na wa ya. Ano so no obenden. Okay, who is going to do a man per time with there? Then we will be able to calculate throughout the term, throughout the year, throughout how long you stay at the uni, and then see say, oh baby now the kasi. But unfortunately, no, you need. And that's our promising airport. But I see no need for that airport. Sisika owa. The tabamu ba mo mo fan kreti adwuma o. Mo fan kreti adwuma ma you frenye. Mo fa en kreti adwuma in those various areas and nema needs, producing our money in every corner of the world. Ghana no. There are a nema beer in a particular area. Area no. But my all. Be in a particular in a very particular area no. But my all. And there's kind of what we see airport there. I'm advising you, and I'm advising you. If I'm creating you man, am I you for me? Because 25-year-old boy and a cheat to Malino. Democracy is helping us. Good evening, Joe. Good evening. Say Joe also, Joe Aba. Now, apart from Joe, no, Manya or another caller also. Good evening. Wow, was on Bacho. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Joe, Joe also.
Yeah, me also.
Say caller back account. Hello.
Good evening.
But what am I say?
Kitty Olsen.
Hey. Open.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing there, Papa.
You, Papa. I want to say.
I'm not moving by more Koba.
Mejoso.
Nothing there.
Boko. Sorry, say my bad lady. I had to do 2 different interviews somewhere.
What you want to do? You know, somebody was some Papa. Joakasa, Makwaba, Mononco.
And people say, Umbisi Airport for Mukrum, Cape Coast.
I will go on your da.
Adabi, Nana, on your and then on your airport was Chim one first, and then about why a friend to watch him. No, but we have to go Bocatanga, also the last thing the fisherman needs is the airport in Cape Coast. Fisherman or got a plane for what? Or the coin? Or could see, or cotinam. Listen, this government, is trying to do too well. But they will end up being a hopeless government. So many times I've said, careful planning
prevent the pathetic performance.
Yeah, they are performing pathetically. The power will be theirs forever. It will not be so. The promises we are giving, they think in 2021 they will be in government. It will never be so in the name of God. And Basusa, a Kufadu 40 years, or 14 years. And Sana, Onya Akunjano. Look at what he's doing. Obo Gumo party leader in Ejuma, Kwesindum, one of the best sons of Ghana. Obo Gunejuma. Obo Gunejuma is our ferry. Kwesindum we see from Ejuma. We have got new people coming in there, and the party has come to stay. That's one thing. The church said, Omkasa Obo to me, a good party. God forbid. God forbid. NPP died a long time ago. They died a long time ago. By the grace of the coup d'etat, Buzia Bayano, my friend, Batu Krumano. Yes, Uncle Boy, and there are some number named Pipis Fusu, Umudia Kunjo. Fine. They are trying to please people. I could some and some in Ukraine. We're gonna free nine in Crasofo. Yeah, we're gonna free nine in Crasofo. Just we in Cafusin time. The whole Ghana all the heads of state. I
didn't grab you was in chain.
And Crawford and Transit or Union City, which I say, until what they will be fine. That's fine. With you, all the leaders who have come, you check them. Rollins, Afrifa, Rollins, and who? You name all of them. Buzia, And then, oh, yeah, all the leaders, yeah, excuse me, they come from deprived areas. But so when you can see, now, they change. Those from Northern region, from Volta region, from Banhabu region, from Ashanti region, Ghana, that is fine. But what have they done with it? I didn't hear, because Cape Coast to Accra, we need dual carriage ways. Yeah. That kind of ways. Do you understand? So many accidents that have happened from Takoradi to Accra over the period of 20, 30 years. Thousands of bodies. Why? The reason is that if you keep going to Accra, the things I see, it's not good because the road is very small, narrow. What do I say? There's really, somebody's loading the truck, or these wooden trucks, I know whatever it is. We'll load it heavy. We'll load it heavier than he must load. But yet, policing you can see that this vehicle is licensed to carry 23 persons. God knows the weight of the car must be so much, 100 weight or God, what. They don't care. Ghana police woman yet. And the woman the reason I'm telling you this is I'm driving behind the car in front of me from Cape Coast to Accra. The book is over 15 mph. When we can even go 80 or 70 or 80. They go 15 miles per hour. Accident. Because if you try to overtake, you will die. Start at the Ebony in case Nibini. Ebony, I'm mentioning her name because she became a personality. The same thing. Road in here narrow. And I think it's where we do go on. No, the driver name who is on the small guy who may she rest in peace. They can't post a crowd road from Takoradi. My goodness me, it's just pathetic. It's for the roads in here small. More Sika airport, one 5 year road. This is a government that is thinking.
Let's go. Let's say ye rules. Go on us in creating you must. Go on us offenses. Why do you have to create other stuff?
They are involved in the BDS scandal. There's a lot of money in there.
Scale no one Cape Port. Abra ye ni office bianzi ubika.
Yeah, that's
for Cape Port. There's no job he's doing.
Yeah, this is a Japan business. Then minerals no I'm not sure which minerals are there. Minerals no gold, konongo, obwasi, tapa, ne can baby papa. Obwasi, you first say, Nanado, Nuklum as an example. What is there? We want to see. Is it in Aburi or God or Bosmasi or where? There's nothing there. And so, Japa company limited on Mobil. They wish I would be there.
Japa, Mama say, Oba investigate Japa, Oba investigate PDS.
Uncle Mahama, because 8 years now, I don't know. Once you see, I saw my catcher say, whatever we are doing, or say, we have to know where we came from and where we are going. If we come from God knows Bamboy, come from Cape Coast, Kumfi, Cape for Achim, whatever. No one show. No former program. They are not doing that.
Because I mean, I said, was also. Mama and Yankakra. Akufado
on the on-chan. How can work it's only God that is working. I'm saying that we believe that what Kitty also is saying is true. In every good kind of food business. National Standard Chartered. Well, how many years old? Nanadu doesn't know. Standard Chartered, they have been in Ghana for 124 years.
They've been there for quite a long time.
The banks were several inclusive remote areas in all the regions, in all the districts. This man has got a bank there. Because of that, why he Which I say, because of that, they want to destroy him. Now, by the grace of God, he will not be destroyed, but the humanity from as a flag bearer, which I definitely share.
Yes, na amano ayare na say amanasi form.
Of course, yes. Koku, yes. Remember one in secret, sebi. No matter how strong, so no matter how strong you are human beings. Now, we say Papa Indomia, Ghana government ordinary cap. Almost 3 billion.
Say
Ghana government did Kusindum cow. Almost
Sabato, for number, 0185 this one, Pacho, I don't know. Sabato, border.
So, ordinary cap, who are workers and say, who needs can me go with you? Your bank is insolvent. The man is a businessman doing business. What's stopping?
But you have question, Papa, say.
Koba, one thing, today, Mr. Kitty, your senator. You see, Dr. Papa Kwesindum is one of the finest gentlemen Ghana has ever produced. For me, I always feel bad, say, I couldn't win one of his awards at St. Augustine's College. The number of scholarship this man was offering. Today, his building in St. Augustine's College is even more beautiful than the buildings government is putting up. You see, only as a Mahama can be there when he comes, this Ejapa. We should not always wait for evil to befall on us before we do something. What is happening to Dr. Papa Kwesindum can happen to me. It can happen to anybody. And for how long are we going to sit down there for one's parochial interest? We destroy people who mean good for other people. Like look at this man. Oh, I wonder how this man has been able to own a bank in America. He is not touched, but in Ghana he is touched because, I mean, what kind of life are we building for our children and the next generation? It's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. And for me, I have always said, to the American Mali, whatever happened there, if it is good, if it will serve the interest of the ordinary person, I will support it. It has to happen because we cannot sit there for just one group of people to enjoy everything and every other. Are you telling me the data bank is better than Dr. Papa Kwesindum's bank? Are you telling me data bank had more branches than GN Bank? Man, come on. We need to rise up as people. We need to rise up. We should not always sit down there for something to get destroyed before we wake up and talk. We need to stand up. Because Nanado and his family are not better than anybody.
We shouldn't take it personal.
They are not better than anybody.
Joe, we shouldn't take it personal. We should always, like I always say.
Nobody is taking it personal. At the end of the day, it's Nanado who is government, who is the president.
And the question can buy on.
Because I say, if I analyze all these heads of state, including Kwame Nkrumah, when you are so far, when you are on your team,
when you attack this, I will say, if I told you, you can say radio so. And our radio knows so. We've got ethics and then home corner, but it will legal, protections in the home.
Absolutely.
And in we have to make it blunt. Lest you take on. I mean, you'll be taken on to the offenders, whatever code or whatever, I don't know. But the thing is, you attack the message and not the person. When you hear me talking, I talk about the government in power.
Yeah, but the government is Nanado's government. In government, that is how we say it. It's described as Nanado's government. It's not MPP government, Nanado government.
No.
So everything that goes wrong under Nanado's name.
Joe.
You can't tell me finance minister is not related to Nanado. You can't tell me Gabi is not controlling things in Ghana. You can't tell me that.
Joe.
Koba.
Calm down.
We need to be real. Koba, we need to be real. We need to be real. What is going on?
The discussion today, no. The discussion today, no. It's not there. You have to know that. The discussion today, no, it's not there. Okay? When you let your emotion take over, we will lose track. We don't have to do that.
I must come in here. Listen, I went on one radio station, not this station. I went on one station, a radio station, or somewhere in East London. I made a statement, a passionate and true statement. They were listening from Jubilee House. They heard what I said. One more trying to free studio one. No one more tried to explain. So it was useless. Because as I'm not the Kevin Taylor and some more kind.
Yeah.
PDS scandal. There's so many allegations at this man or the level against the Ghana government. Then I made no, me kind, Mr. Never can say. I can't be Minister of Information or Ministry of Communications, I know how they work. None of them has come to refute or challenge Mr. Taylor. What are they trying to tell us?
No, it's just saying. Yeah, ordinary people here and check and say. PDS, hold on,
radio station to tell
PDS.
Oh,
PDS collected money from individuals.
Hold
on, Joe Beba. It's about also. PDS this fee customers
yes.
They said that money were not refunded. Some of them even didn't have their lights. And to the PDS there, they're going to be investigated. And I was expecting this government to investigate it.
No, Koko, they wouldn't do it because we know the players and unfortunately, some of the players are relatives. And they are all the MP people, which I say.
We have to
not cover the man. Not cover.
It would be you can't let you do. I can attend the deal. I mean, this man got MP. Now I can't some Honorable Japan Alkabi. PDS Assembly C, Papa Japan, over TM Casas near Air Question yet. Somewhere.
PDS there. PDS, if PDS are not investigated there, make a quiet mind. I will never keep quiet. Because PDS got to be investigated. But I'm telling you, sir, Mr. Mahama, under his watch, couldn't even investigate even a married deal. Okay? Now look at them, someone go investigating PDS. Start investigating a married deal before you go to PDS. Because PDS is as rough as a married deal. Sabato, good evening.
Evening, Koba, may I thank you. I mean,
and fastest
yes, you're super.
Mr. Ketiosen and Mamma Baye, because Mr. Ketiosen, one customer, I know alternative. Give me alternative.
Why?
I try to say you people will come and join us.
No,
Brian.
Under the leadership of the Mr. Ketiosen, now I have PPP. Now that's the thing we are saying that Jimura, David, one year I one look at and I'm this in the to MPP. We have a big honor. I'm going to propose to the son. I see you for PPP 2016.
No. This is not.
And you are here defending such parties, sir. Let me tell you one thing.
Listen, I was talking, you just came in. No, hang on. NDC in Parliament. If they are useful people in Parliament, they will stand up and speak for their own. They
MPC, no, yeah. 800 American deal in that president to so no. Yeah, you brought it out.
No. I am not.
Now say your royalties. Yeah,
let him take over. Why? Yeah, because there's no point.
No, it's not. No. You have this kind of discussion.
No, not at
Sabatu.
The way the guy is going,
Sabatu.
Very infuriating.
Sabatu.
It's so wrong.
Sabato, Timmy. Sabato.
Yes, sir.
Obo che me say. Me say Yosin, ontimi kan de ono wona kuma so ana. Oh, me ba. By I see you say you are entreating him. So I'm not joining NDC. I see.
At least under the leadership of John Dramani Mama, not your friend Jumawura, and your friend.
What is your point?
And the purpose in the Musonia Fano. Mama, no alternative. Who is the alternative? Is the PPP ready or CPP ready to come to power? One time from the only alternative. I think John Dramani Mama and this Baba.
Okay. Fanny say, Mr. Also. Mr. Darcy. Yes, I was out for what is your console? But I don't think, sir. So under the leadership of Pandita Mahama, let's say, or say a friend. Near friend, you may run, then they are friend. You must sacriana. That is not a mandate. That shouldn't serve a purpose. Say PPP should join NDC.
Kogu,
Papa.
Fantina Mekano, or Chassi, into Nubachan. Nimde Sabatu no your fancy. Going to fantastic to the end of the world. She fancy someone can move in the Papa America some. Over Yanso, you would be and can asap. Missy Mahama, only and ten. No fancy your alternative. So you will see. The day of we sign the portals with your parliament to contribute to this. But what I'm saying is that Mahama or a party leader, NDC, one more opposition, yet a Ghanaian man, question forget about that or a party leader. You good him as none of them and people NDC never stood up against that. None there who can consider them so in when they didn't attempt, Mr. Onjin and Chang. What you can be a more question? What can say your friend of Juma? Nejuma yenti afraid mo anya mahama no di the ma ko on change mo na on jase so say no ye fancy ejuma ye fancy kasa anya ma o mo nugum kasa so di jo tase on ye irrelevant. What I'm saying is that any serious political party in Ghana, it doesn't matter our position or not. We are all human beings. Yeah, I wanted NDC to stand up to tell the government that and yet I'm prepared to go into coalition with NDC. I've said in so many channels, I am prepared to go into coalition with them. That does not mean do not say if things are not right. I'm sorry there. This discussion has been lowered. Do you understand? I like high quality discussions, not a cheap quality discussions. I feel embarrassed.
Joe, hold on, I mean, call me Facebook. Nothing. Me can we couldn't have him. Remember, browse na yafe. Won't conclude near and finish it. And let's stop. Papa, we need a new political party in Ghana. If anything, Adriana Ba na Safaka Tapasi Koba near of a near love and fear. And also say, oh, you made no tea. And if anything, me fan so na me nko afa say eye me nkrato no so na message does me be kan do me time no kopa na me kan kwekwe na me message ko na me nko Jose na ye fa e conclude BWF say mum nkrato say wo eye awareja ye ho sensem aware mu sensem sikasem ho dadwene and afa say aye ka e wo ne organization bia mu we fie ntokwa even domestic violence ne nko ne ba EEA entry clearance ne students appeal biara wo mansoon bi won sase ho ne wo fie rantem say ya ha say Ghana afen so no fen say adema bi ha wo busuamu tutu biara no BW sasa abeboa na watoto oniema yi contact wo ewo eyeze 0208 493 7340 BWF status say omoye preferred community liaison no from 0208 493 7340 base se men kancha wo se wo akuma so beta se obebie wadwuma wankasa bede ho obeye adwuma wura na wo wadwuma no obi ntimi hawadwene se de wo pese wo develop adwuma no kosi se wo skakra na se wo nya hu de opese wo ye na fe wo pese uhia extra skills so be boost adwuma na tumpon o pese obi kra invest adwuma na se o pese onko invest adwuma ni mu a Fred Jackie ene ne dom right on be boa so benya ideas so be set adwuma no on be boa se adwuma ete wona struggle da no on be boa mo se on be hu adwuma no timpo ankasa am won kasa wa wo be adwuma ko hu se be a obeton adwuma no ene hu skasem ena fe obe man for kra me invest mu no Fred Jackie ene ne dom 079 07399867417 from anase on email no or info@becomeasuccess.co.uk and on website www.becomeasuccess.co.uk and never more babo hu de kan hu nyina ho ensem bebre adom shito delight ewo abanwa so krodo imu de African market biara empo India for shops on to na mo be bia bako biara obehu adom shito delight ebi wo Manchester ebi wo Luton ebi wo Brixton ebi wo Croydon ebi wo Tooting ebi wo Thornton Heath ebi wo Camberwell ebi wo Akosu store okọ papa afi okra so be Reading ebi wo Birmingham Global African store ewo Manchester oko Judah ho openya bi open do door ewo fia open se wo de be program open se wo de ko che tafo sebe amana fo nyina de munim bebria ne chito obomfika na no enti o de o frɛ 07985 279891 07985279891 oh na order adom delight or say get yourself a delicious shito. IEatGhana.com abusa for ye ba krom hay Koba dey ba yi enyanya ni bia didi organa efi krom a anka unya ate o ja se Koba nka atwe ko ba yakopon adom wa mamu a ye dede somudro ma de boja no ka ho ma fense di kra nya hoden enti so pese ohia Ghana duane bia di efi kontomre ekosi nya adoa ya santoa dua fense adua de ankwa ne bi ano bi andi body man kani koko ebe mche brobe what I say me fi kono gonti ka brobe na fense say gari uhia asedua ka black eye beans o asedua black eye beans ni nyina ka ho bibia uhia bia no ko IEatGhana.com on website www.IEatGhana.com obehu all these assorted varieties of Ghanaian dishes, Ghanaian products or that on me aduma 24/7 every day. Or you just click on it. All you need to do is say download the app no or Play Store and Android and I say or App Store or iPhone so na launch it I eat launch app on the pet say a beer mount all the products there. Call them, order from it. They are person the bar. They be a catcher they will deliver to your doorstep. Now more accept all major payments now. Say Visa, debit, credit card, or Amazing Pay, or say Klarna buy or pay, buy now and pay later. Faster payment, bank transfer finance, or more into there. And what they are contacted a year or more air war. 07878 123 111 07878 123 111 and I say 07949 797573 07949 79 7573. Fay unique financial protection say main cargo say oh yeah juma oh yeah all your insurance bibia na wo eska semo a wo dey see no and I say wo dey ato no o meja protect am say dey be na atorenchem tia usika enjira obenya usika obenya dey also wunya bia say your income say your personal savings say your mortgage say everything they will protect it. All you need to do is say oh there for more details no contact it yeah 07860 963 07860 963 223. Lastly, I see Timber Gardens restaurants and bar our Croydon. I know any the biggest restaurant so far in England. A year fully furnished, fully opened. Or just say, open say, oh yeah party, and also oh yeah function, yeah meetings, and nipa do could see over up to 200 people. They have a room for you. So the your training, so the your seminar. So because I know binte, now about sell open VIP or VVIP rooms. They've got it. Maybe say person what trap on say crowd nenya bontin say yeah we are book gidi any pe bi no ya if a heat rushy we better on nyam from kama now we share chrome London road ka see ba see say twam really I want them or say bra nane omo emhwimom omo ye continental dishes and African dishes bia ope bia. Order from line, from online at www.timbergardensrestaurant.com. Timbergardensrestaurant.com. And now obey team order free. Telephone number 020 8686 5769 020 8686 5769 078 97 864-996 078-97-864-996. Our location 161 London Road, Croydon. 161 London Road, Croydon. CR0 2RG or J for John. I was therefore about 10:01. Joe. Main kasa amount 5 minutes. Conclude, Mame. Never sorry.
Yeah, Medasi, you see, Koba, the issue is that we find ourselves in a mediocre position when we condemn act. You feel say it is evil outside, but then we kind of force these acts on our own people. And see, it is really absurd. It is bland, and it's wicked, and it's so bad. We cannot be tweeting about the death of George Floyd or American human rights activists, but then killing the souls of Ghanaians and rendering them useless and all that. It is wrong. We need to condemn it. And see, just as we now, Mr. Kitios and Sabato came in and all that. You see, what Mr. Kitios and probably my good brother Sabato did understand and say, we are faced with leadership with integrity. We are faced with leadership with intelligence. You see, the NDC now, not Mr. Kitios and we have all been saying NDC, MPP. The truth of the matter is that former President Mahama has been in power before. The question is, were there corruption practices under his administration?
Yes.
And the answer is a big yes. Right? Which people or who in the NDC
are there corruption in this current administration of the Akufo-Addo government? Yes.
Yes. So which person in the NDC under then President Mahama stood up and says, look, President, what is happening in our party? There's a social canker. The canker is not good at all. We need to uproot it. Everybody kept silent. I remember MPP walked out of parliament for 1 or 2 deals that they felt was bad for Ghanaians. Now the ball is in the court of the NPP. Has there been corruption practices under the NPP? And the answer is yes. Who has been able to stand up and say, look, this is not good at all? And that is what I think Mr. Kitiosin is talking about. It's about integrity. We are faced with a problem of leadership not having integrity, and everything about them is good. The other person is bad. We have not been able to challenge ourselves. Say, look, within us there is something wrong. We need to uproot it. In bettering your friends and the government, we better Ghana. Because if we are able to arrest people who have been stealing money from the country and all that, these monies will be channeled into another thing which will be beneficial to the ordinary person. And these are things we need to be looking at. It is not just because today MPP is in power and things are going wrong, then we find our voices. All of a sudden, heaven is on earth or hell is on earth. It started from somewhere. Have we been able to apologize for the things we did that were not good? No.
You got 1 minute.
And then today we are condemning everybody. And see, we don't have to be too much hypocritical. There is still a chance for us to kind of progress and move on and make the country better. And you see, when people were talking about free SHS and all that, and you were also talking about this student finance thing. Look, let us assume, per se, in every household in Ghana, one person goes to university and they get this student finance. For how long is this person going to be in university? For 4 years. And don't forget, this person getting this student loan or whatever is using it on his books and on his meal. How does that translate onto the lives of the other people, other 3 or 4 brothers and the father and the mother?
Okay.
How does that translate onto their lives?
5 minutes, Abba.
No, 5 minutes, ma'am. So just a minute. And into the year, bring out a program, roll out programs that for me, I feel, say, I don't need a student finance loan. When my father is working, I'll bet me, what is the need for me to go for any student finance or whatever, student loan or whatever? Create jobs, empower people. Empower them. When you empower them, because these guys are going to come, because of bad policies, these guys you're giving student loan are going to come out working in the street anyway. But if you create jobs for their parents, and that jobs becomes available when they also exit school, you understand? These are things that will help the Ghanaian youth. These are things that will help the Ghanaian way. And for me, GN Radio, you've not been, I mean, today I will also kind of be a bit harsh on you. When this Dr. Indum thing came out, I remember I said, look, let us create a platform. I stand with Indum, or bring back Group Indum, so that the government of Ghana will know, say, look, we are not happy. Even the Ghanaians in the diaspora are not happy
on that issue. No, I will succumb to it. But I harm myself because we have to bring him. It's because of the group injury. That's why.
This station has to Dr. Indum.
No,
he's a Ghanaian, and that is what Mr. Kitioson was talking about.
This is what we should be doing, and you are right. This is what we that are working on this radio should be doing.
You see,
propagating the government to realize
you even working there.
No, because
Koba,
obviously
the issue is every Ghanaian. Because look, Koba, Mr. Nyame Adam na say 100 million lottery Midibia. I'll go and establish a job in Ghana.
Sure.
What is happening to Dr. Endum can happen to me.
Only 100 million we just akoye fence akoye adwuma. But let me tell you say.
Yeah.
Say yet adwuma mu ha ya adwuma dia. We should be doing more. Me no ya adwuma ho.
Yeah.
Me no ya adwuma. Me as am padie. Honestly, come no matter how fault I am, I will have must have been taken. But when I tell you, say, you are stepping over the bands and so on, you have to listen and listen good because I'm attacking the message.
Koba,
and you are right on it.
We've gotten to the boiling point. We've gotten to the stage whereby people don't want to accept Sebi as a form of respect. So you have to say it as it is. Because, Koba, I have always said I'm not on this platform because of how handsome I am or whatever. I'm on here by the grace of God.
You are handsome.
And I have to be a mouthpiece for those who cannot talk. Until I cannot be here enjoying my luxury and then be quiet when things are wrong. We need to be honest. We need to be honest. Things are really hard. Things are bad. Things are really bad.
Things are bad.
Now me chrome for Pristia for those who are
I'm for big time.
I love them so much.
Yeah, they've just come on air. Lessons almost 18. I mean, sharp Pristia for in I mean, I don't want Thursday. You better say, but I think something different will happen on Thursday. When it does happen, I will bring it to you. Not most of them there also. Observe for them. I say, they can in say, "O mano, maybe a corner, yempe, yempe." Me just say yempe. Now, my problem, I made you know, any of my phone to say, but it's a youth. I feel youth no Ghana no. O ma dwene akosi saying. Are they still jubilating and campaigning and run around? Abako fear there's no food answer. Abako school. Abako fear you jumanye. I want to imagine wo. And so ye mahama o so ye kufuado. All we saying is say ye pa banya baba your money ya. The youth in Ghana will start working. They will be empowered. They will have their hands on, do something for themselves. Say education, we should revise it in the vocational style of education. Now your money to me should be, and to me invented be because and China say the revolution China for a creator make you all money mono. And they will tell you be crowd or 3 sims, 4 sims in your own grandpa. And then Amajo, Meda Joasi, Eda, Mr. Kitchen. Sabato, good evening to you. I think so. I say, Obaka, be fine now quickly upon.
Yeah, be fine. What can you say? Yeah, you're not to say if you have published one manifesto. I've seen a year in the PPP also in the next 2 days, we compare our presidential candidates. If we have a man, they're going to go what I get. Progressive People's Party, we have come to stay. They tried to kill off Dr. Ndum. Dr. Ndum was denied. So,
Mr. Johnson, and on air, I'm putting you on the spot, yeah? Momwaye, Nenya Mr. Ndum, one-on-one on an interview. Maybe I see Nantenka. No, Makasa.
We'll do it.
You have elections, but we want people to hear the side of him because. Or no, any panting in cat. You've been already called scripts and then saying,
for disrespect. I tell you, 2 seconds. Share Papa, treatment a buying your man. And yes, Papa. If you are going to what you would you
or better answer. Or better answer.
How many people didn't commit suicide? So he has been resolute as soon as he was getting past 8. It's a person all internet for my young son because the pay it costs the cars the fund down the bank for her and blue and football they are enjoying NTC4, CP4, NTC4
all the marks and say, Papa, you want to hear him on the radio. Speak to him. Let him give us a date, and we make a day with him, and if possibly, question and answers will come.
If we let our presidential candidate, Papa will be ready to be given to the
Martin, we will talk about this. I deliberately put you on the spot, but we will talk over the phone now for you because. Okay. Me that's it. Mr. Johnson, your friends here. Yami Adoma. Thursday, you better but more than Thursday, we be shop. Na same time I. Yawoda. Good evening.
Mr. Joe, question that you from because of the Papa feeling me quite to
bye bye. Awala. When you were grab, you say when you were grab. Bye bye.
Yeah, Cocoa for me.
Good night. I did for them. I say, I'm going to money. I'm boy. I say, bye bye.
I take the one, yeah. I was saying, give it for me, Charlie. I'm more than nothing I get. Nothing I get. Nothing I get. Myself forget. Nothing I get. Pray me near to send me. Sorry, I'm not crying. Today, she send me. Me you used to be a she me. When he any papa, he can afford to tell me. Yes, now so plenty they envy you. Like I said, me one blog about me nibio. Love still guessing it me do. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Minha sicana ni biko try quit. Last time me shada na me ba. E ma didi me chi sanga se ma kwaji forget me Jamaica bitinu kolo. Say what me who kolo. Ibi guy kwa. I say baby you won and so na boro. Oh amen. Party be every day there. My shen kwa. Uye sikemi sami obi sakede. Oh amen. Party be every day there. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. I bought it in a seminar opana. Usuma is a painty view as and then must require say opana. A package you get me need nothing I get. No, nothing, you know me get. Nothing I get. No, nothing, you know me get. Baby, I'm my birthday. It's nothing I get. Nothing I get. Must I forget. I take a one go. You just the be say you go do things way. People go see say you day. Hey. You for shine them a eye yo. That be the life then they believe in today. Nothing we get to be jaja oh. Nothing I get by the shada basa with the scatter with a kata. I make you ask for me. Yeah. We go show you the you know be today we start to what do mommy check brave share. The kind of life we they live where they make them confused, but nothing we get to. Must I forget to find them link up. Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get. Am I winning you? Nothing I get. Na me need you. Nothing I get.
Yo, Bema make cast in no cre. So I can con Joe boy, Miss Red. The Snapchat do Tina Ubu in the pre. Bema, Yabu Treasure. Let me range, you know, video. Oh, here, Tia Kaimi. go feel something small for your boy. Me the tones you. And to me join mason would do. If you say, me you, nothing I get. Me life here, cha I the super my bet. System rejects by the factory inset. But I get goose, I the enter the net. Hey, any brain to be at me chain. Oh, nothing I get, Charlie, waiting you gain. Hey, doom console, no, I'm changing the game. I stay in my lane, me and my Shianka train. Hey, when you see me for town, no the vex. Every day you always for the best. When you be a kind in a mini bio, I know be chairman, I mean no go feel but me.
Play man here to say me. Sorry I'm not crying, Taddy as you say me. Men you're a use who be as you say me. When you need a pants, you can afford to tell me. Yes, you need you. Now so plenty they envy you. Like I said, me one blog about me need you. Love insti, gas in it, Jimmy Dio. I'm already review. Nothing I get. Now me need you. Nothing I get. I'm already review. Nothing I get. Na mini few, nothing I get. Am I winning review? Nothing I get. Na mini few, nothing I get. Am I winning review? Nothing I get.